If you want to be a master manifester, let me just give you a rundown of a daily routine that I would do every single day. And if you try this straight for 30 days, consistency, come back and tell me about all the amazing things you manifested, because I promise, first of all, I promise you, if you are consistent and you do all these things I tell you, you will not fail, okay? 1, you are going to go onto your TikTok settings and your Instagram settings, and you are going to filter out keywords of things you do not want to see. Anything that is triggering you, making you feel depressed, making you feel sad, cut it out. Get that out of here. We do not want to see that. Cheating boyfriend? No, we're not looking at that. Man hater? We're not looking at that. Violence, bullying, like, we are not looking at any of that. For these 30 days, you are going to cut out all of these things that you will see on the internet that are making you feel like life is dreadful, like this world sucks, like we're not looking at what is wrong in other people's lives, we're not looking at why you should be miserable. We are cutting all of that out, okay? And I'm serious. Second, we're going to find a subliminal, okay? I highly recommend, if you look up High Frequency Guru, that's probably one of the most trusted that I know of. Find one subliminal, okay? And I highly recommend you do self-concept subliminal, okay? And you are going to listen to it every single night, okay? Then when you wake up, first, as you're waking up and you're gaining your consciousness, you are going to start saying an affirmation just as you're waking up. Like, I'm going to have a beautiful day today. I'm on a winning streak that never ends. I'm in love with my life. I'm so happy. I'm so positive. Whatever affirmation you want, you're going to say that as you're waking up. If you've made a mind movie, or if you want to make one, there's a link to make your own in my bio. But if you've already made one, you are going to watch that every single morning, okay? Watch your mind movie. If you don't have a mind movie, go on Pinterest and just, like, look at pretty pictures of like a dream life that you have, okay? Like, it's important to also see the visuals of what you want to bring. That's why I think a mind movie is so important. But if you've already made a mind movie, first of all, I'm so proud of you. Second of all, watch that every single morning. Then you can either say your gratitudes out loud or in your mind, or you can write them down. I think writing it down is very important. You can script, write your gratitude, like write what you're grateful for. You can also write that you're grateful for things you haven't even technically manifested yet. That is a key. If you can feel grateful for something you don't even have yet, then the chances of it coming grow by tens of thousands, okay? I want you to be aware of your thoughts today and every day for these 30 days. What are your most dominant thoughts? What are you thinking of 95% of the time? And if you can become aware of that, if they're negative, start to replace them. You are not going to be frustrated with yourself if a negative thought pops in your mind. You are just going to create a new one and redirect it. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of them. So do not get yourself down if you think a very negative thought. It pops in. You think 95% of the same thoughts that you think every day, okay? So if you can start to just change them, within 30 days, you'll realize that you are thinking way less negative thoughts, and you are just automatically having these self-sustaining beliefs and thoughts that are what you want. You are brainwashing yourself, okay? That is how you create beliefs and assumptions that will manifest. Then if you have free time, read a manifestation book. I have so many on my page that I talk about. Watch a motivational video. Watch something inspiring. If you even just type in on YouTube, motivational, inspiring, manifestation videos, that is what you need to be watching, okay? And if you are going to be on TikTok, if you are going to be on social media, make sure that every time you see a video that isn't what you want to see, you are clicking not interested, and you are for sure making sure you have already filtered everything to not see what you don't want to see. You are going to unfollow people who speak negatively. You're going to unfollow people who make you feel bad about yourself and your body. You're going to unfollow that. You are not going to want to see that. Then throughout the day, you do whatever you need to do. If you have time to listen to music, listen to the high vibrational playlist that I have in my bio. Or if you already have good music that you know makes you feel good, listen to that. I don't want to hear any sad music, okay? Then, it's nighttime. You can still go by your day. You do not have to change your whole life around. These are just little things to implement. Then